Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to install extractor, capa in Italian, extractor de cocina en español. This video is going to be multi-language. I will do it first in English and then I will also publish another version in Spanish. So if you're looking for the Spanish version, just check out the other links. What I'm going to explain is all the parts, where do they go and how to put them on the wall, because I have not found any other video that is actually doing what I'm going to do. Most of them just go really quickly through the installation kit. They do not explain exactly where every screw goes, so this is what I want to do because it's super tricky to get to see where every little piece go. And yeah, if you are looking for a really helpful video, this is for you. I think the others are also helpful, but they are missing out on a lot of details, which this is what you will find usually in my videos, a lot of really practical, useful, concrete details. So let's go first to show you which type of model I'm installing. There are many types of models, many brands. Every brand has its own installation kit. So this will apply specifically to this German brand, which is called Klarstein. I'm filming this video in Italy at the moment. This is a product which is available across probably all Europe, at least Germany and Italy. I believe that what you will see here, you can apply to other extractors, but just check. So what also took me to film this video is basically this installation manual that you see here, and this is all what I have to figure out how to put things. And even if we go like super deep into the graph, it's really not so easy to even see, and I couldn't find in the web page the instructions. So I'm going to show you now the elements that when you unbox the package you receive. Well, first you receive the main core body of the extractor. This body will come with an air entry, and this air entry, this is very important, comes with a protection on top but also inside. So you have to put your hand inside and pull out a rubber which is white and porous. So check out, because this is a security, so the components do not move. It's a security feature for the packaging, but if you turn on the extractor with that inside, it could damage it. So be very careful with that. Second, what you have to measure is the distance from the cooking top to the extractor. There are specifications here. Let's see here. This one should be placed between 65 and 75 centimeters. You have also a measure in inches if you are in England, and so looks like they also provide the product to England, yeah, and probably other countries which use inches. Anyways, the point is that you have to make sure that the main core is installed at the proper distance. To do that, remember, it's not enough to measure the distance, because the distance is to the bottom. So the distance is to the bottom. If you measure the distance and you install the hook, it comes with an installation hook, which is the hook that you see there. So you have to measure 65 and then position the main core and make sure that you're actually putting the hook much higher than 65 plus the height of your core. And of course, this has to be centered and leveled. So you have to make sure that it's centered and nicely leveled, otherwise you will have the main core shifted. So as you see, the core hooks are really easy to install. There are 3 screws, one here, and one there, and then this is where you actually hook the main core. So done that, what you could do, you could also better even do it before. You just plug the main core after removing the rubber band and try it. Because if there is some issue with the product and you do all the installation, you will end up with a wall which is full of hooks and holes, and you have to take out everything again and maybe claim to the seller that you need a new product. So make sure before doing the installation to make sure that the product works correctly. So after that, what comes, I'm going to show you this tube. From what I was able to see, this is quite standard for a lot of models. And this is a tube. You have the measure here, it's 15.3 centimeters, and it is extensive. I'm not going to extend it now because I have to measure first how I'm going to put it there. But basically it has two sides, and both sides are the same, so you don't have to even choose in which direction. This is what will go connected here, and that will make the air goes a little bit up. So in this case I have my window there, so I want the air to go really up so it can escape through the window. And second, let's see, what you are going to do is to install this first and then install the covers. And for the covers I will show you, I'm gonna move the tube, let's put it here. I'm going to show you the screws and the holes, because it took me quite some like 15 minutes to arrange all the pieces together and see where to put each one of them. So you want to install the part of the tube cover that has this escaping, they are not holes, escaping bars, this open section to the top. You don't want this to be in the middle, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to have this tube going up to the top and this in the middle. It won't allow to escape. So this has to be positioned on the top. This is the one that is positioned in the middle. But also they do have a direction. So this one is really easy, this one to the top, but this one is full white. How do you know where, in which direction? So you have to look at it. It will also have some screws that you will find on the part that goes connected to the wall. So basically I figured out that this has to be the part that goes connected to the main core. And why is that? Well, I was inspecting the core, and do you see the hole? Okay, so this hole has to be connected to the protection for the tube, and there was no other hole. This of course goes to the top, there's no other hole, so this is the hole that has to be connected to the main core. So this is the direction, this is the position that goes to the bottom. And then we have some systems to fix it to the wall. So we have this, usually maybe if you have this type of extractor, you also will have something like that. So now you have to figure out in which direction, right? Because this has a little slope there, and then it's almost flat if you look at it. So the little slope, let's put it like that, has to go like this. I need to find a selfie stick to film, so I have two hands free. So this has to be connected with the screws. The screws, by the way, are this little one. There come other one that goes to the wall, but these little ones are connected here. And also you have to choose the direction of the screw. So let's finish with this one. So you put the screws here. Now I will show you the direction of the screw. And make sure that this flat part goes to the inner part of the cover. Why? Because then you will put here on top the other element. So let me try to show you. Let's do it on the floor so it's a little bit easier. So you will have this metallic part put here, and then you have to connect this part. So let's put this here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it like this. You see, there's a slightly thinner the part at the top, and here comes a little bit wider, and then you will have this position. That means that when you put the screws, you will have some holding here for the upper part to actually be held. But in any case, this will be millimetrical and it will help. But you also have to show you the other part. Put this other element into the top part. So you know that this is the one for the top part, because the top part has some holes on the sides. So basically you will fix the holes here, and then you will hook this to the wall. And to hook it to the wall, you have to use the other type of screws that I was showing you before. So let's go back to the last detail, which is in which position to put the little one. So you don't want to put them from the inside to the outside. Why? Because it will look basically ugly. It won't look okay, because you will have something like that, and you will see this. So it's better. This is the detail, but you might wonder about that. It's better that you put it like that. You see, the termination is really much nicer. The only exception, let's see, when you're putting this one, the other one that goes here, when you're putting this one here, this goes here. It's good that you put it from outside to the inside also, because that could lead to some slightly space, really, really small space, and that might interfere with the other screws that you are putting here to connect to the wall. So in summary, we saw how to install the core, the distance of the core to the cooking top, how to install the tube, how to install the covers, how to use the screws, and how to use the holders. So I will show you in another video how everything looks.